Aloha, friends, and welcome to another episode of the Radiate Health and Wellness Podcast. I'm your host, Christine D. Ross, and today I'm diving into an episode where we explore the incredible power of intention and the law of attraction. I'll share some personal insights and experiences, including a fascinating story about how my husband, Travis, and I manifested our dream life in Hawaii. So, whether you are new to these concepts or looking to deepen your understandings, this episode will offer valuable tools and inspiration to help you create the life you truly desire. So, sit back, relax, and let's tap into the energy that flows within all of us. So, knowing I was planning a solo episode this week and not knowing what this week's theme would be, I tuned into the law of attraction. I tuned into myself and asked, what message is someone out there searching for that I can share? My answer came in various ways. First, I had a dream where an organization asked me to speak on a topic in section 69. And I kid you not, this number wasn't random or chosen for its playful meanings. In my dream, I asked, well, what's in section 69 that you want me to talk about? I was told the law of attraction. I was thrilled and more than happy to take this calling. And upon waking up and laying in bed, I reflected on the dream and thought, okay, I guess I get to do my next podcast on the law of attraction. But why did the number 69 stand out? What book or resource? What was with the section 69? And then I immediately thought of my book, Discover the Adventure of You. So when I had time, I opened up my book to, you guessed it, page 69. Guess what? There in front of me was the beginning of chapter 9 titled Inner GPS, which is dedicated to the power of intention and the law of attraction. So please stay with me as I open up my book, Discover the Adventure of You, to page 69 and read one page. So I'm actually going to page 70 because page 69 is the title chapter. So here on page 70 starts out the power of intention and the law of attraction. You get what you think about most of the time. Words create thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and feelings create vibrations. Vibration creates actions. Actions create results. The power of intention is a fascinating concept. It's like a magic wand that we all have but may not realize how to use it effectively. When you set an intention, you are essentially sending out a signal to the universe that says, this is what I want to create. And the universe responds by aligning people, situations, and resources necessary to make that intention a reality. Now, let's talk about the law of attraction. It may sound a little bit woo-woo, but there's actually a scientific basis for it. The law states that like attracts like. In other words, your thoughts and emotions create your reality. When you focus on negative thoughts and feelings, you attract more negativity into your life. But when you focus on positive thoughts and feelings, you attract positivity. The physics behind this is simple. Everything in the universe is made up of energy, and energy vibrates at different frequencies. When you focus on positive thoughts and feelings, you raise your vibrational frequency, attracting other high-frequency energy to you. It's like tuning into a particular radio station. You can only hear the music if you're tuned in to the right frequency. From a psychological perspective, the power of intention and the law of attraction can help you shift your mindset from victim to creator. Instead of feeling like life is happening to you, you can take control and actively create the life you want. And when you start seeing positive results from your intentions, it becomes a self-fulfilling cycle of positivity. So instead of reading the entire chapter and sharing the tools and the rest of what I wrote in this chapter, I want to give you a few examples of how I have personally tapped into that high frequency and actively create. And if you haven't listened to my first podcast, please do so. In it, I briefly shared about Travis's and my desire to move to Hawaii and how everything just perfectly aligned to get us there. So when I was asking myself what example, what story I get to share about my experience with the law of attraction, this is the first one that jumped out to me. So just bear with me as I share my little story. So to begin with, I knew without a doubt that we would make this life transition to Hawaii. All of the people who try to get in our way saying, you can't move to Hawaii. This is a place to vacation, not to live. Or what's different about living in Hawaii? You still need to get up in the morning, drive to work all day, mow the lawn, make food, eat food, do dishes, clean up, more food, go to bed, and repeat the next day and the next day and the next day, and so forth. So you see, I am the type of person that when somebody says I can't do something, I say, watch me. So without them realizing it, all of those naysayers were just fueling my fire to go. But there is a psychological breakdown of what was going on inside my head that allowed me to tap into the law of attraction and create this life I desired. You see, when I was told Hawaii is a place to vacation, not to live, my thoughts jumped to, well, what would it be like to really live in a place I love to vacation in, where most people vacation, and just make short visits to Utah, where everybody else that I knew seemed to be living? I want to create a life I don't need a vacation from. So those thoughts led me to envision living in Hawaii, working from my desk as I am now with the windows open, be able to hear the birds chirp. Can you hear the birds chirping? I don't know if the podcast races those out or not, but just be able to have the fresh air through my home, look out of the window at a tropical view, be able to just swim in the sea, feel the salt water and the tropical fish and the turtles, and in my own yard, grow my own food, and just the joys of growing food all year round and working with the earth and never having to shovel snow again. And just back to the foods, to be able to eat the fresh bananas, mangoes, pineapples, dragon fruit, the fruits of the islands that seem to be in season almost all of the time. And then at the end of the day, enjoying the day wind down as I sit back with Travis outside, because we can be outside all year long here and not be freezing. And just breathe in the sweet fragrances of the islands, the aroma of the gardenia, and just watch the stars take over the dark night sky. And then the thought of waking up to all of this over and over again. Oh, yes, sign me up. So, visualizing every aspect woke up that inner part of me that felt alive, free, and at home in this imagined space. I awakened the high frequency energy within me and actively used it to create the life I desired. A deep yearning and a burning desire to be in this new home, this life consumed me. And I must mention that in visualizing what we were creating, neither Travis or I were narrowly focused. We remained open to opportunities and options from both expected and unexpected places. We knew what we could control and surrendered to what we couldn't. trusting that everything would work out. Deep within us, we could feel what our new life in Hawaii would be like. That was our destination. Yet, we stayed open to the exacts of what, where, when, and how. And this openness allowed us to create more than we could have possibly imagined if we were narrow focused. By embracing the flow of high vibrational energy and maintaining a flexible mindset, we were able to manifest beyond what we thought was possible. So, as I prepared for the move, took the necessary actions, and handled the mechanics, everything went more smoothly than I could have imagined. The perfect jobs showed up. The sale of our Utah home and possessions went easily and effortlessly. And our new Hawaii home that we fell in love with came on the market at the perfect time for us to view and purchase it. We were in the flow of blending action and consciousness, like the flow athletes talk about when they are fully immersed in an activity, feeling energized, focused, and enjoying being fully involved, which allows them to go beyond their potential. The flow of energy that flows automatically without conscious action, the high vibrational energy that supplies what truly aligns with our true selves and our purest intentions. So you may be asking, what are some ways to get into this flow? So first off, I want to share that it's crucial to understand the separation of our body, mind, and spirit. We are not our bodies. For example, have you ever experienced somebody passing away, either a person or a beloved pet? I have a few times, and in each moment, at the time of passing, there's an undeniable release of energy from the body. The body is left lifeless, heavy, and abandoned, while a newfound sense of freedom and peace envelops the room. It's in these precious moments that I have truly felt the soul and individual's energy outside of the body. These experiences have made it evident to me that we are not our bodies. Our bodies are just the vehicles we are driving around in right now. The law of attraction works best when it aligns with your true self, the essence of your soul. So if you want to change something about your body, instead of focusing on changing your body, which operates at a lower vibration, dig deeper and recognize what those changes will do for your true self. For instance, if you focus on losing weight or stopping a sickness, you're putting your intention on the sickness, on the negative, which is a lower vibration. It's important to be conscious of your intentions. Remember, as I read in my book, you get what you think about most of the time. So if you think about sickness or being overweight, you will attract more sickness and weight. Instead, think about why you want to heal or be thin. What is the underlying energy and feeling you want to achieve for your true self by attaining a healthy body? Is it comfort you're really after? Or the capability of spending memorable time with loved ones, which brings you a sense of peace and contentment? What are the feelings that your soul truly desires? Capture that feeling and hold on to it. By shifting your focus to these positive intentions, you align yourself with higher vibrational energy, allowing you to create the miracles you desire. And similar, consider your desires for external objects. Why do you want to attract that new car or go on that vacation? What will having these things do for you and your inner well being? Are you seeking the sense of freedom that a new car might bring? Or the joy and relaxation of a vacation? It's important to understand the deeper reasons behind these desires. By focusing on the underlying feelings and experiences you wish to cultivate, such as possibly love or freedom or joy or peace, you can align with your true intentions, with your true self. This alignment not only helps in manifesting these desires, but also ensures that they genuinely enrich your inner being, your soul. So, second, we are not our minds or our thoughts, but the consciousness that lays within. This has been a hard concept to explain. And as I shared earlier, this past weekend, I was given a few different ways to incorporate today's podcast theme. And since I believe that nothing happens by accident, I got to find purpose in this painful experience that I had. Here's my story and how I incorporated it, and you let me know if it works. So on Sunday, I had a very heavy cabinet door fall on my foot, jabbing me with a sharp corner. A huge bump exploded on my foot, much like a goose egg, on one of those old Looney Tune episodes. I have never seen such an enormous bump appear so fast in my life. So my first thought was to stop the swelling. So I hobbled to the kitchen, grabbed a bucket, filled it with ice and water, and gave my foot the cold water plunge. After icing my foot, taking some ibuprofen, and resting it a bit, the swelling started to go down. So back to this. What does this example of me hurting my foot have to do anything with mind, body, and spirit? Let's break this down. My mind and my thoughts told me how to take care of my body by icing, medicating, and resting. There were definitely smart actions that I got to do. However, my mind is not what did any of the healing. It was what handled the mechanics. It was the eternal, invisible force within me. That same energy that automatically fills my lungs with air, beats my heart, and allows me to just wiggle my toes and my fingers without thinking about it. It's the energy that lets me know when a loved one is about to call or the connection I feel in nature. This energy is the same energy that automatically brought fluids and white blood cells to my foot, causing swelling to aid in the repair process and protect against additional movements that could cause more pain or injury. So it's essential to tap into this high vibrational energy, consciously work with it, and trust that it knows how to manifest your desires. This powerful energy lies within each of us. If you have ever fallen down, seen your knee, and seen it scab over and heal, you know that you have it in you. It's just waiting to be awakened. By tuning into it and aligning our intentions with our true selves, we can create miracles in our lives. We all possess this capability to be creators of our own reality. To truly harness this energy, let go of all worries, the what ifs, and the how to's. Relax, allow, and trust in that higher energy, whatever you choose to call it. Embrace the process with an open heart and mind. And also, another essential part of this journey is practicing gratitude. So sit back, close your eyes, and place your hand on your chest. Fill your heart swell with sincere gratitude for all that you have and all that you are and all that you are attracting into your life at that very moment. Give thanks and appreciation as if you already have everything you desire. This act of gratitude aligns you with the high vibrational energy needed to manifest your desires and brings you closer to creating the life you envision. So, one of the things I ask my guest hosts in my podcast is to come up with a message that they have for one individual out there in podcast land that is just searching for something that deserves a message. So, my message to that one individual out there searching for a way to take control of their life and actively create the life that they desire is this: get clear on what your soul yearns for. What do you really, really, really want to create for your true self? Set your intentions high with unlimited possibilities and focus on the positive thoughts and feelings you have. Take the time to visualize every aspect of what you want to create. See it, feel it, taste it, live it. Allow your senses to create a burning in your heart with gratitude that propels you toward your deepest desire. Then surrender and trust as the manifestation happens. So, thank you for listening to today's episode. If you would like to read the entire chapter of my book, starting on the lucky page number 69, as well as the rest of Discover the Adventure of You, it is available on Amazon and most major book platforms in paperback, hardcover, and as an easy downloadable ebook. Also, please be on the lookout for my new book, Health Beams. It's being published on August 22nd. And if you would like some assistance and coaching in incorporating the law of attraction into your life adventure, please consider allowing me to be your coach. You can contact me at radiatehealthandwellness.com or email radiate.hw@gmail.com. As always, if you know somebody who could benefit from the messages shared in this podcast, please share it with them. You never know how far your ripple can go. Together, we can create a healthier, happier world. I'd love to hear your comments and suggestions for future episodes. If you have a message you'd like to share, let me know if you are interested and open to being a guest on the podcast. Now, please follow and subscribe to stay updated on the latest episodes. You can also check out my website, radiatehealthandwellness.com, for more resources, recipes, blog posts, and information on my health and wellness coaching. So mahalo for tuning in today. Until next time, prioritize yourself and radiate health and wellness in all of your being.